Hello everybody and welcome to Piano Cleveland's Quarantine Concerts. This is our second concert in the series. So as you see, today I have the pleasure and the honor to welcome you in my home. We were very happy to be at the Steinway Gallery in Boston Heights last week. On Monday, as many of you know and as happened in many places around the world, we had an order from the governor to stay home, which is super important and crucial. Therefore, it was very important for us to be able to stay home, yet on the same time continue to bring you, our beloved audiences and musicians, an opportunity to listen to some live music. Many of you would have probably been right now, 7:30 p.m. Cleveland time, in the concert hall on Thursday. And unfortunately, due to the situation, we do not have the opportunity to do that. So it was very important for us, even spontaneously. We are adjusting, just as each one and one of you is, to the situation, trying to make the best out of it every day. So we changed the program a little bit from what the program was supposed to be, and we're really grateful for our musicians and also to our staff for making this thing happen so quickly. Just an update about last week's quarantine concert, which was super successful thanks to your generosity and support. We managed to raise $6,000 almost. Out of them, $4,000 directly to our musicians fund and $2,000 to Piano Cleveland's annual fund. This is just incredible. For today, we hope that we will manage to raise at least $2,000 more. Why $2,000? Because if we manage to raise $2,000 each week from now until the end of May, we would be able to pay all our artists and all our outreach musicians and like our Arts Connect musicians from now until the end of the year, basically the next 6 months. This will be really fantastic. So we're so happy to have you. Thank you so much for logging in. Because of the situation that we were not, we can only do it from home, and we were not able to do everything from the Steinway Gallery. Part of this program is going to be pre-recorded. So you're going to hear partly live from my home and partly pre-recorded things. And also we're going to hear a couple of testimonials from some of our musicians about the situation these days. So now I would like to start with some playing. The first piece that I'm going to play for you today is by Johannes Brahms. This is Intermezzo, Opus 118, number 2. This is a piece that I've been playing for many years. Brahms, in the late period of his life, just before his death, wrote quite a lot of short pieces for the piano. These pieces are very nostalgic. They have a lot of nostalgia. They're very deep, really beautiful melodies, and this is one of the most famous ones. So I hope you enjoy Brahms Intermezzo, Opus 118, number 2. Yaron Kohlberg, president of Piano Cleveland, and you're listening to the Quarantine Concerts. This was Brahms Intermezzo, Opus 118, number 2. So as I said before, and as many of you know, one of the major reasons we're doing this is in order to raise money for our musicians who have lost work in this period. We would like to share with you a testimonial of a couple of our musicians. Emily Shelley is a wonderful horn player and also serves as the community and outreach coordinator for Piano Cleveland. This is what she has to say.
Hi everybody, my name is Emily Shelley. I'm the Education and Outreach Coordinator here at Piano Cleveland, and I first wanted to say thank you for tuning in to our quarantine concerts. I wanted to come on tonight to tell you a little about what I've been experiencing during this current health crisis, because I am also a horn player of this variety. And it was almost 2 weeks ago, while I was down in West Virginia, that my first concert was canceled. And since then, as the severity of the crisis has come to light, I have been going through my calendar week by week and month by month, erasing gigs one after another, like so many of us are. It is a very uncertain and scary time in the arts right now, so please support our community of musicians by donating. Music really has the power to heal, to transform, and to bring people together. And to leave you tonight with a quote by Bryce W. Anderson: "No matter what life throws at me, music always softens the blow." Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the concert.
Thank you very much, Emily, for sharing this. So as you know, this concert is somewhat spontaneous, and I also jumped in with a couple of pieces that I did not expect to play. Among them is, as I was doing sort of like the sound check before playing here, I played a piece that I haven't played in a while, just to try it out. And this is Rachmaninoff's Prelude, Opus 3, number 2. I thought to share this recording with you right now, really something that I recorded here about an hour ago. Rachmaninoff is a composer that he was a fantastic pianist himself. And a lot of his compositions are actually for piano, and they're very, very technically demanding. One of the incredible things about Rachmaninoff's music is because he himself was such a wonderful pianist and had such big hands, the use of the piano in these pieces, you will see really the use of from the very low notes to the very high notes, and it's going like from one place to the other. And in this specific piece, it starts very softly and then goes and grows and grows until this kind of peak towards the end before it like quiets down. So I hope you enjoy Prelude Opus 3, number 2 by Sergei Rachmaninoff. I'm Yaron Kohlberg, and I'm president of Piano Cleveland, and you are listening to Piano Cleveland's quarantine concerts, which are broadcasted from my home. Very, very happy to have you all here. Thank you very much for joining us. Just to mention once again that you are always able to donate to our musicians fund as well as to our annual fund by pressing the donate button, which is on your top right on Piano Cleveland's website, which is www.pianocleveland.org. Now we would like to share with you another testimonial of another very good friend of ours, who is also a wonderful pianist and a professor for music theory at the Cleveland Institute of Music. This is Marshall Griffiths.
Hello everyone, this is Marshall Griffith. I was supposed to be playing tonight on the quarantine concert, but now that we've been ordered to stay at home, I won't be joining you. My violinist Cal and I were to play some Beethoven, because Thursday the 26th of March is the unfortunate anniversary of Beethoven's death date. But I'm here today to talk about one of the things that I miss more than anything during this quarantine period, is that I'm not going to any of the senior centers that I often do for Piano Cleveland. Students ask me all the time, since I'm playing constantly, what's my favorite thing to do? And I said, well, of all the things I've done, going to the senior centers is my absolute favorite. And they said, that doesn't make any sense. You know, you're probably not a very good instrument and this and that. And all those things are true. But I would repeat to them many times that at those places, music isn't a luxury. A concert that you attend, you choose the repertoire you want. You go to those places and you're part of what music is, which is need, not want. And people desperately need to hear beautiful music. Nothing more makes people feel at peace. So I miss it dearly. And I certainly hope that we get back to this sooner than later in this quarantine period and shutdown period. Of course, the senior centers were one of the first places to be shut down. So it'll be 2-3 months before we're back there playing my heart out, trying to make people a little bit happier during the day and the evening. So it's a critical component of life. And I miss my seniors dearly, and I hope to get back. And I hope to get back to play one of these quarantine concerts live. I would like to do that very much. So thanks for listening and stay well.
Thank you very much, Marshall. As many of you know, Piano Cleveland has a program called Arts Connect, and this is basically bringing music to the community in Cleveland in different parts of town. In this Arts Connect program, we don't only have pianists playing, but we also have other instruments. Now we are so happy to introduce to you a bassoon player to be our next performer here on our quarantine concerts. Unfortunately, because of the situation and because of the new order, we're not able to hear Mackenzie Brauns live. However, this recording was pre-recorded yesterday, and we're very happy to introduce her to you now. Mackenzie Brauns is the principal bassoonist in many orchestras, as, for example, like Fireland Symphony Orchestra, the Youngstown Symphony Orchestra, as well as many others. And she did her artist diploma at the Cleveland Institute of Music. So I'm very happy to introduce to you Mackenzie Brauns.
Hello, my name is Mackenzie Brauns, and I am principal bassoon of the Youngstown Symphony, among several other orchestras. Unfortunately, I'm coming to you pre-recorded today due to COVID-19 restrictions. The piece I am performing for you is the Flu Partita by J.S. Bach. As you notice, I'm not holding a flute. This partita is a staple of the wind repertoire and is played on a variety of instruments, including the bassoon. It's a dance suite in 4 movements: Allemande, Courant, Sarabande, and Gigue. You just heard the Allemande, and now we'll move on to the Courant. So we're trying to give you as much of a live experience right now as we possibly can, so I'm going to take a minute to clear water out of my keys. Sometimes that happens. All right, as I mentioned before, I am principal bassoon of the Youngstown Symphony. I do live in Cleveland. My musical journey post-high school started at the University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music, where I earned a Bachelor of Music and a Master of Music under the instruction of William Winstead, who is the retired principal bassoon of the Cincinnati Symphony. Then, after 2 summers at the Kent Blossom Music Festival in Kent, Ohio, which is a summer training program for college and graduate school aged musicians, I decided that I wanted to pursue an artist diploma with Barrick Steeves at the Cleveland Institute of Music. He's the assistant principal bassoon of the Cleveland Orchestra. So I earned my artist diploma there, and I've had quite a bit of audition success in Cleveland, so I've made Cleveland sort of my permanent home. All right, moving on to the saraband. My statement before saying I sort of made Cleveland my permanent home. Well, I do spend a lot of time traveling to various places for gigs and performances, and I'm going to relate all of this to my experience with the COVID-19 crisis. So a couple weeks ago, I was driving to West Virginia for a performance with the symphony, and I had gotten there after a 4-hour drive, checked into the hotel, and then immediately got an email from the personnel manager saying the concert was canceled due to COVID-19. Luckily, we were allowed to stay the night in the hotel, so I didn't have to drive another 4 hours back to Cleveland. But as I was sitting in my hotel room, I think I got another 5 or so cancellations for work throughout the next month in an hour. And then since then, I've had pretty much all of my work canceled for the next 2 months. And seeing as how I make 90% of my income freelancing, this has been pretty devastating. I still kind of don't know what I'm gonna do. I am lucky that I have savings and I was able to file for unemployment, but we'll see where we go from here. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you very much, Mackenzie Brauns, for this beautiful playing. Now I'm going to play the last piece for you for today. This is also going to be by Bach, as this week was his birthday, as you heard. And I would like to thank all of you once again for attending these concerts online. Also for continuing to be so supportive of Piano Cleveland and of our musicians and the musicians here in Cleveland. Thank you very much again for being here with us. You're able to donate directly again on our website, where you can also decide if you would like some percentage of your donation to go to Piano Cleveland's annual fund or directly to the Musicians Fund. We really appreciate your support. Thank you. Thank you very much.